Even if it was cold, what I would do is go outside at night and get a blanket and just stay all night just watching the stars. There is something fascinating in watching the sky for hours at a time. First of all, you see the spectacle of different stars as the Earth is turning, right? Oh, that's a satellite and there's a shooting star. And sometimes the shooting stars have different colors. Depending on what is the material they have, they will glow in a different color. And they will glow with different intensities. But if you're not looking for hours, you will miss all this. Yeah, I don't even remember when I started, but I was very young, so young that I don't remember when I started to be interested in space. My parents took me to a planetarium for the first time, and actually it was, I think, back then the only planetarium in Mexico City, at least. And for me, it was just eye-opening because the history of the universe from the Big Bang and then telling the things about the lives of stars and the fate of these stars depending on their size, and some of them will blow up and some others will turn into black holes. So I was like just, it was just like too much for me again. It was probably again one of the most memorable experiences. I still remember it, and it was about 10 years old. And I think it was mostly because of kind of getting to know the unknown. And there were so many fascinating things out there that we didn't understand as humanity. And I was so interested about each one of them. And then the prospect of actually going to space and exploring, for me, that was just too much. It was fascinating. I just wanted to contribute to space exploration and understand the physics behind the working principles of the universe, and the more tools I could get to help me understand this and contributing, the better. Where is the action happening, right? And of course, I knew about NASA and all the other places that I would hear in Carl Sagan's Cosmos series, for example. MIT's name will come out, right? Eventually, in one way or another, because you can find pretty much an expert on every branch of interest in science and interest in technology, and just the fact that you can walk around the infinite corridor and suddenly you see the person who wrote the textbook or the person who won the Nobel Prize. And I mean that is also inspiring. I never imagined that I could be a professor in a place like MIT. And the fact that that happened, that was very inspiring for me. It's a community that is very open to ideas and find weak points on hypotheses and discover new things and all these kind of things. And now, since I'm a faculty, I would say that what makes MIT very, very truly special is the students. We have the best students. I mean, they are way smarter than the faculty. I mean, we probably as faculty don't want to admit that, but the students are like here and we're like that, right? And it's amazing to work with them. Every time you're riding your bike or driving to campus or taking the bus, whatever, you're looking forward to actually chat with your students because you're always going to learn something from them. And I think that that's one of the key things that make, in my view, MIT special.